Hello. See if I can find some music for us tonight. There we go. How you doing, SR? All right, let me get on here. We'll let the notification go out. How's everybody doing tonight? So, I am. Folks don't show up. I'm gonna be off here. I was gonna say I'm gonna be out. Y'all about to be up and out here. Hey. Oh, I'm glad you can too, love. Hey, D. Hey, Clarence. Hey, Vernell. Hey, B. Sagittarius. How you guys doing? All right. Okay, lovey. Hey, Marie. So, guys, remember, actually, I'm going to grab one thing and post it in here. We've got, don't forget, we've got the, lunar readings up and on the website. The lunar readings are up and on the website. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so I put the lunar forecast and natal chart interpretations link up there. That's really the link on the website to the astrological services. So we're going to be expanding that as we go forward. You guys know that the new moon is on the 28th. I just did a video about that last night. So go over there and watch it, and please share it. If you find it informative, please share it. So we can get, more people in the tribe and keep it reading, keep it going. And if you want a personalized lunar forecast, hey Heather, if you want a personalized lunar forecast, go to that link and you can get it for the new and the full moon for the entire month for $30. Or if you want just the new moon or just the full moon, those are $19.95 each. So we're doing that, and that'll be on Patreon as well soon, by the weekend. What else? For my Patreon folks, Heather, I just got your reading done. I'm going to finish the Patreon readings up tonight before I go to bed and get those out to you guys. We are going to probably do something on live on Patreon tomorrow night after I get back from my appointment. And I need to get I've got one lunar forecast ready to go, or I got to put it out. I'm just waiting for a response on a question. And then we're going to get those started, tomorrow night as well. Well, tonight and then tomorrow night. The Libras are truly on one. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, Mary. Yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit. Can we just chit chat about that for a second? I came home from work early today because I was literally exhausted. Thanks, Heather. I'll upload it as soon as I get done with this. I still haven't figured out if uploading unlisted videos impacts my notifications going out, which reminds me. This. Oh, somebody Patreoned me. Sorry, guys. I was not even freaking paying attention. Oh, good. I did get that to her. Okay. All right, Mary. Let me get you your reading here, lovey. Sorry about that. I need to keep my phone over by me. General love reading. I've given up on the Gemini and dating. But so far, no one I want to keep. Mary, I don't mean to laugh, but child, I know what you mean. Well, I shouldn't say it. That's not fair. Let me get back to what I was saying. Yes, I think, and if we looked at that new moon chart from last night, I'm not going to bring it up. But this is Libra season, and right now, if you go watch that video, I'll give you a little bit of an insight. However, the Uranus is quincunxing, or kind of in a weird, awkward opposition, kind of uneasiness with the sun and the moon right now. And it's a little tight. So go watch that video from yesterday, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. I was exhausted today, and so I got to do better about getting enough rest. So yeah, that's why I'm only gonna be on here 90 minutes, child. 90. I'm watching my minutes too, at the most. All right, well, let's look at here. We got the Magician coming out first for Mary. This is for Mary N. Yeah, that's how you've been feeling. You've been feeling uber toxic. You've been feeling like everybody is toxic. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we don't have any pending, child. Yes, Mr. Clarence. Oh, and I gotta talk to everyone about what we're going to be doing with the channel and the readings and stuff like that. I have to be careful, you guys, coming up very soon here with the age level that I have on the channel. So I got to be sure no one under 13. And I know you're not under 13, Clarence, but I got to be careful about that. It's crazy. Hey, Miss Ashley. Oh, Miss Mary. Child. Looks to me like you got some good stuff coming in. Miss Mary, coming toward you is the Magician. So there is magic in the air, manifestation in the air. Two of Wands, there's going to be someone that's going to present a very passionate decision. You know, you're going to be like, ooh, I'm digging you. You know what I'm saying? And the Six of Swords. So if you're planning a trip soon, you potentially, hey Dawn, you will meet them. It has, Mr. Clarence. Yes, Miss Deanna. That's how we're doing it. Yes, Miss Deanna. 1111 gets you to the front of the line. Otherwise, they're free. Okay. So I'm feeling like you could be meeting this person on this trip in November. Maybe on the plane. Maybe on the way back. Maybe in the airport. Or just as a result of the travel, right? Like you're refreshed and you're open to it. But could be that very much. The Devil card. So you're bringing this, everybody is toxic, man bad, right? But actually what that's allowing you to do is regain some self-confidence. And you're kind of, I do see potentially you being open to some friendships, but being a little bit on guard. Friendships are cool for you right now with that Page of Pentacles, but kind of being on guard as far as that. So that's the energy you're bringing. You're like, you're kind of friend zoning everybody. Everybody's friend zoning. Now, King of Cups could be an obstacle. Let me see what we're doing here. This could be a Piscean coming in, who's very, very good with communication and is challenging your thought patterns, but he's very peaceful. So it could be another water sign as well, Cancer or Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces. So this could be this person that we're going to meet as a result of the travel or on the travel, right? I see them being a good partner, right? Very solid and inspirational. Very someone that's comforting, someone that you can kind of be Queen of Pentacles with, that you can be maternal, but in a not a bad way. You don't understand what I'm saying? Like like me personally, I like to cook and do all the, like I'll make your plate for you and that kind of stuff. And that's the kind of stuff I like to do. For my person that you get that kind of good wifey kind of stuff. Now, not all the way. Now, I'm not doing your dirty drawers or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, okay, well, it's probably not them. I'm just saying, this future person, right? Stay with me. I'm talking in the future. I'm not talking right now, okay? Future person could be a Pisces. Could also be another water sign. But you got to be able to be open to it as well. So anyway, allowing you to be kind of you and be settled in being you, and also that is able to help evolve you or help the whole Ten of Pentacles manifestation, right? All right. But the outcome is the Lover's card. So I do see over the next probably couple of months there being lovers, it being a brand new, like, another kind of soulmate kind of relationship, but a different kind of soulmate relationship than you had with your husband. And they're very King of Wands. So that could also be then, I like the fact that we see two kings, because this means that they're men's men. They're men's men, right? And not in a toxic way or whatever. I am not a feminist. I'm not. And there's a multitude of reasons why. In fact, I feel like I should talk about this soon, because I believe this toxic masculinity concept is the divine feminine is kind of running amok at the moment. But anyway, I like the fact that there's two kings. They're very stately. They're very solid. They're very stable. And they know what they want, and yet they're not going to smother and go over. So they're men's men. So that's what I see for you. Probably, well, that's fine, Sagittarius. Personally, I don't feel it's a fight I need to fight. I get paid just as much as my male counterparts. In fact, I get paid more than my male counterparts, because I know how to negotiate a salary. I like a man to open the door for me. I like a man to pull my share out. You know what I'm saying? I like all that. I like it. I ain't got no problem with it. And I'm actually more than equal to you as a man. So I don't need somebody to define my equality. Well, you can't be being a feminist. See, being a feminist, you don't want none of that. That's what the feminists say. You don't want none of that. No pulling out the chairs, no opening the doors, no being respectful. I'm telling you, when you say a feminist today, if you look up all of these cockamamie crazy people, yeah. So, anyway, I'm not going to talk about all of that right now. The wage gap theory is BS. But we're not going to discuss that. At least in my life it is. I don't know about nobody else's. Anywho'sheimer. Let me get on. Y'all, don't get me started. Clarence, let me give you a reading, baby. Y'all, I'm finna start. I'm finna go in on them. I'm gonna hurt him today, Hammer. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And the crazy thing, I was just thinking about that on the way home. What was going to be my next kind of astrological, energetic, intuitive astrological talk. And it's, especially right now, I've been noticed that the divine femininity has gotten toxic. And why? When the Me Too movement started, it started with the Plutonian transit, and I believe it was in Scorpio at the time. And or just exiting Scorpio. Anyway, long story less long. It was in retrograde in Scorpio. And so a lot of these things needed to come out. But now what we're finding out is a lot of these accusations that were made were actually false. There's a lot of false accusations. There were a lot of true ones, but there are a lot of false ones. And now it's become very where where the divine masculine is being suppressed so much to the point that the manifestation process on Earth has been tampered with. You're welcome, love. Clarence, I need you to give me a little bit more than just about life and what to do next. So you ask me for just a general reading? Oh, I'm all about holding my own, baby. I'll hold my own. But that don't mean I don't want a man to open the door for me now, child. Okay, love. We're going to pull a few energy cards for you real quick. The Magician in the Mirror, that always says to me, what is it that you're seeing? And blossoming abundance, I like that. And walking away. So the Magician in the Mirror card with these energy, there's my book. These are these oracle cards that I'm using. The energy oracle cards. The Magician in the Mirror, it's how do you see yourself? Right? So when the magician looks in the mirror, what does the magician believe about himself when he sees that reflection back at him? Let me look at this card a little bit. If you notice, he's holding fire in one hand, and I'm going to say it's like water, but it's like water spirit kind of in the other, right? So you have the choice to ignite and then water, ignite and then get it going, ignite, and make something new, be that alchemist. So what is it you see when you look in the mirror? Who do you see? Who do you see that you wish to be, because you can be that person? Because you're coming into a time of this kind of, there's these little buds of abundance, these little buds of, things are coming up and they're starting to work well. But you're doing this already, like kind of walking away from the things and the thoughts and the processes that no longer serve you. But I'm also hearing, don't beat yourself up over it. Don't push it. Don't push. Yes, do your work, but do your work in a very easy fashion. Kind of really try to glide with it and not, I'm telling an Aquarius, don't push. Okay. Allow yourself the process of the thought, right? So allow the thought process to happen as you're assessing. This is a good time for you right now too, Clarence, in Libra season. Allow yourself to look at the pros and cons of things. Pros and cons of belief systems, pros and cons of, as your belief system is evolving, as your understanding of the spiritual world is evolving, as your understanding of your own physical world is evolving, right? And as that is happening, there's new buds coming, right? Because when we kind of prune a rose bush, then what comes is fruitful branches once again. So continuing that process of that kind of continual review of who we are, maintaining the strength that we need in order to keep it, it does take a very strong person to be objective about oneself and say, oh, maybe this needs to change, right? So, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I'm hearing relax, a lot of relax. The next move for you with the Moon card is, I would say, begin to really understand kind of deeper secrets. So How about alchemy? Clarence, have you been exposed at all to any of the Egyptian gods and goddesses? The Egyptian deities? So these are the, yeah. So yeah, because it's interesting because it was almost like a really quick vision I got of have him study the Egyptian gods, the Egyptian priests, the alchemists, not for you to do the rituals, but for you to understand the deities and their structure, understanding the ancestors and their secrets. And then bring that up to, Greek, Roman mythology, and seeing how that all actually does intertwine into Christianity. And then at that point, then I would say move on to a study of the planets and and astrology itself, because you can get lost in that. But I feel like the Egyptian gods and goddesses, the Egyptian deities, are the next step for you. Yeah, that's the next step. Study that. Just their meanings, who they are, what they represented. There's so much similarity. It's crazy. But don't get lost in all the ritual stuff. Okay? Don't get lost in that. Study it and then go from there. All right, that's your next step. You're doing well. Peaceful. For a while there you were kind of like, and that's understandable when we go through transition and change, but allow this to just kind of happen, because your sense of greater good sometimes can get overpowering. So do that study in depth. I like that for you. Okay? And I'm glad you're 15. All right, be early. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, Ash. Now, after tonight, we're going to be doing this on Patreon twice a month, and I'm probably going to continue to move this more towards astrological intuitive readings. Oh, you guys. Okay. Yeah, right? Yeah, we're gonna move these nights to there. Okay. Jeff the Cancer. Right? Is that his name? Well, his name isn't Jeff the Cancer. Yeah. And you're a Sag. Jeff right now is feeling left out in the cold. He's got his little Cancerian feelings hurt. I feel like your Sagittarian qualities are sometimes a little much. for him because he wants more kind of, it's fun, but it can be overwhelming. And he's feeling a little left out in the cold. No, you don't not be you. This is just a Cancerian thing. Yeah, he wants this settle down thing. He wants settle. You, on the other hand, this King of Swords, you're very big and open with your truth, as you should be. And you're I understand the need to seek balance. I get it. But also understand that seeking balance and achieving balance at the expense of who we are at our most integral level is not balance at all. That is, in fact, great imbalance. So do not seek to change yourself in a great way to satisfy somebody else. Now, are there certain things that we should probably do that are just decent and in order? Of course, right? Not being rude, that kind of thing. Communicating, not being overly flirtatious out and about to where the other party feels like, they're being disrespected. However, we can't change there's just some qualities about us that make us who we are, and those that love us need to accept us for who we are. So what we need to work on here is King of Pentacles stability. And that's going to come with contemplation and conversation, self-reflection. But I do believe that something can actually manifest here between the two of you. It's not a bad pairing. For now, that could be it. But hey, giggle. But it could be a very good pairing because Cancerians, we have a good way of grounding people and still letting them be. We just need communication. We just need communication. When we're not getting communicated with, our mind has plenty of places to wander, and we don't like it. So keep the lines of communication open. I would be less worried about his next move towards you and whether or not you can or want to have him in your life. Don't be so concerned about what his next move is. What's your move? Now, if he's not moving and he done retreated back to his darn shell, well, you could reach out and tap on that there shell. But baby, you know what? Sometimes them lower vibrational Cancerian men just, child, they can be an issue, child. They could be a problem. The lower vibrational ones, I love my Cancers, I love my Cancerian men, but baby, them lower vibrational ones get on my last earthly nerve. All right. So I say your next move should be to contact him and, go out. Make sure it's a nice, maybe make dinner for him at the house if you all are at that point, or go for a nice, cozy meal, and maybe, somewhere for drinks if you guys drink that's intimate, where you can just have just a lot of nothing big and gregarious. Okay, and then see how we go from there. See if you can keep the communication line open, if that helps. It can work. Y'all just gonna have to communicate. You're very welcome, B. So now remember, guys, go to my Patreon because the next time I do these readings, And for certain people, I'll be sending them a link, like those under 18, if they wish to participate. But they're going to be Patreon only lives. Well, Giggle, that's a pretty deep conversation. Giggle, are you on Patreon? So the line won't be as, much or whatever until the Patreon. Okay, Miss Ashley. Okay. All right. Energetic ties. If it's something lightweight, we can answer it. Otherwise, that's going to be something we'll be getting into on Patreon. And tomorrow night, we're going to talk on Patreon tomorrow night, guys. And I'm finishing up the Patreon readings, hopefully tonight. Well, it's not that. I don't need the money. That's not it. I'm just saying that can be a deep question. Okay? So you can put your question out there and we'll answer it as we can. Oh, you did get on the list. So I'll answer your question when you come up. No problem. Okay, love? Okay, Ash. All I can tell you is your reading is going to start at... Can somebody tell her reading starts at... Hold on, 33 minutes. You can watch it on the replay. Ashley's reading is going to start at 33 minutes. If somebody can put that in the chat. Okay. Thank you, love. So yeah, Giggle, when we get to you, just put that question in there, and until 33 minutes, because we're almost there. Again, guys, go to www.patreon.com/heart of inspiration and sign up to be a patron. Cause starting October 2nd or 1st, whenever that Tuesday is, any of the Tuesdays we're going to be doing will be on Patreon. Okay, I'll do one free one a month. All right, here we go, Ash. So the other person, Page of Cups. Actually, this is you, Page of Cups. Hopeful. I'm assuming this is towards the Frenchman, feeling that fortune is about to turn, wanting to hit restart. However, there's still some areas where you're rather trapped in your mind. Still some Eight of Swords areas, still some doubt, still some fear, still some issues, still some, I'm not sure, right? And a lot of this has to do with some of your own insecurity, right? And you got to release yourself from it. Really deal with that for you. Because if this person loves you, they're going to love you no matter what. But the self-love has to happen and be so ingrained and such a thing that you just know that you love yourself no matter what. You can always make improvements, right? It's like, I'm on a weight loss journey again. Love it. I love the fact that I'm on that journey again. We'll talk about my diet momentarily. However, I love myself no matter what. And so it's that self-love that then attracts true love back. The other party, I feel, unfortunately, is like kind of frenzy right now. Page of Pentacles. They're in a wait and see mode with the Seven of Pentacles. Wait and see. And in a very big indecisive situation right now. They're very much like, let's wait and see how things progress. Let's wait and see how things go along. I'm not making any commitments. I'm not making any decisions. Not right now, right? Need to wait and see. Not saying that there's somebody else in the wings, just saying they're in friend zone right now. Tower card, there's going to be a big shakeup. Something drastic is going to change. And it's going to create a situation where there is a need for, and it will be a giggle. Could you copy and paste that when it's your turn, Lovey? Okay, because I'm not gonna scroll back up to see it. No problem, sweetheart. Thank you. It's gonna cause you to, Ashley, to have to make a very big decision, right? And it's gonna be a passionate decision. The story that then came out is this. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords in the world. What that's telling me, to wrap it all up in a nutshell, is there's going to need to be, and there will be, communication between the two. With the Ace of Swords being this realization of exactly where it is you guys want to go, what it is you guys wish to do, whether or not you wish to make a new start or just be friends, whatever, there's going to be a reset button on the relationship, a reset button on the interaction, and a chapter will close. That could be the love chapter. That could be the previously doubting chapter. But either way, it needs to close so that both of you can grow to be the people that you're meant to be. Whether or not you're meant to be together or apart, but there has to be the Tower shaking of the foundation, shaking up of where it's at. There has to be a change, because it's not going to be able to be sustained in the way that it's going right now. Okay, for either one of you. All right, so you're kind of wanting, like, expecting this very Page of Cups romantic, flowery new love, right, kind of thing. That's very romantic, and understandably so, considering where you're going. And you do see the wheel turning, and I think the wheel is turning for you. However, there's still some things up here that could preclude it from actually coming to fruition as you wish. Okay, and we always have to remember the other person does have free will. So this could work. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. I'm saying there has to be a discussion, and it will be soon. It's not going to take long. Within the first month. Okay. All right, that's what I had for Ashley at 33 minutes. No problem, Giggle. Thanks, Dawn. Wow. Off the top of my head, no. Sweetie, I'm okay. Ooh, y'all really, sometimes y'all ask these here questions. Y'all ask these here questions, and I don't think y'all really want the answers sometimes. You're welcome, Miss Ashley. Okay, here we go. No, I give y'all crap. I'm in one of those little moods. Listen, Dawn. This is what I hear. Literally, don't shoot the messenger. She can have new love in the next 1 to 2, max 3 months. Can we add the Floyd onto the list, please? Thank you. Hello, the Floyd. She can have it if she wants it. However, it's not going to be the one for her. It will be close, but it will still be a shell of what she could potentially have. be a show. If she wants to wait for the satisfying love, the true love, the soulmate love, then very clearly I heard, tell her to do a little more work. Tell her to do a little more work. Tell her to do her work. Finish the healing process. You're so close to getting to a point where you can attract in the true love and not the facsimile, not the copy, not the almost. Right? So finish the healing process so that the beacon you send out, the signal you send out, the frequency you send out is one of whole and healed, peaceful, self-partnered. And then you won't bring a wounded duck back in, right? You won't bring the wounded duck back in. So that's what well, very good. I'm glad. That's the message I have for you. Okay, love? All right. You're welcome, Miss Dawn. All right, S. Marie. So you guys, after tonight, next week, Tuesdays, is going to be on, you're welcome. Next week's Tuesdays is going to be on Patreon. Please go to patreon.com/Heart of Inspiration. And you can become a patron for as little as $5 a month. And we'll be doing 2 of these nights a month at least, maybe a little bit more, but probably 2. And then once a month here, I'll do for new subscribers or new readers. We'll do new people to read for. We'll do that way. But we're not going to continue to do weekly live readings for free. Okay, so go over there, become a patron for $5. And like tomorrow night, we're going to have a really in-depth discussion about, God, I don't even know. You know, it's going to be about a myriad of topics. Okay, Miss S. Marie, we will get whatever Spirit has for you. I definitely want to have a in-depth discussion about, you know, astrology, about this whole world of spirituality and how we incorporate and how Christianity is definitely a part of it. How do we navigate the new spirituality? I think is really where I kind of want to talk to my patrons about. How are we navigating the new spiritual realities? No, free readings are going away except for once a month. Maybe. Okay? So if you go on Patreon for $5 a month, you have the opportunity to come and get a reading at twice a month. All right? But free readings are going away. It gets to be a lot, guys. Maybe what? Thanks, Floyd. S. Marie, really deep. I like this reading. Again, these are the energy oracle cards. If you guys wish to order them, they are down below. My Amazon link is down below for the energy oracle cards. Thank you, Dawn. S. Marie. This is so beautiful. You're the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and then blossoming abundance. This is what I'm seeing for you. Remember, your 7th chakra is your crown chakra. And your 4th chakra is your heart chakra. So what I'm hearing and seeing for you is pay very close attention during this Libra season. Because for you specifically, the opening of the heavens for you through Archangel Uriel and speaking to you through your crown chakra in your meditation time, it's going to be as if your crown, finally, your spirit man is wholly and completely connected to your heart chakra. Like that connection is almost like there's nothing in between it. Whatever you envision in your crown and third eye chakras, immediately you're going to learn how to drop it down into your heart and bring out the energy immediately. That's where we have the blossoming abundance. Let me move this a little bit closer so you can see it. Okay. We have the blossoming abundance because your spirit envisions it, right? Your spirit man says, this is what we're doing. And then it drops without really even thinking about it or anything like that. This is quantum manifestation at its finest. Here, and then the energy gets set in motion to go and bring it, and the abundance comes. Here, send out energy in motion, and you're giving out your electromagnetic field. You're exuding on the frequency that is the exact frequency of that future that you so determined. The one that you've chosen, the one that your eternal self has chosen and sees and knows, oh yeah, this is what we're meant to do here on this earth. And divorcing yourself from the process. I think I need to talk about that with this probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to do a video on that. This divorcing of the process, I believe, is why we're in this kind of this Plutonian Capricornian like conjunction almost, right? We're conjunct now with the two. And because we got to leave the process behind. Don't worry about the process and follow, be spirit-led at every step. Not saying the process is going to be simple, the third dimensional process, to close in the gap between time and space and what we've already determined the future is, which is the present. However, if you're not concerned with how each step is going to go, but you just know your steps are ordered, right? Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not to thy own understanding. Acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he shall direct thy paths. There is truth in all of the holy text. Even if we're not Christian, that's the truth. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Trust in with all thine heart. Lean not to thine own understanding. Lean not to your own mind. Your third dimensional, because the fifth dimensional sees all. The third dimensional can only see here. It can only see present and behind. It cannot see the future. However, if you can drop that, if you can drop the concept of what the future is into your third dimensional mind, it has no choice but to create it. And you do that by connecting the crown and the heart. And that's where we're at here. This is the direction that you're being asked to go. Right? This is the direction you're being asked to go. And you're going to begin to see quantum manifestation. Some call it reality transurfing. You'll begin to see that come into your world. Time is an illusion if you understand that the spirit realm is reality and this is just a simulation. Bye, Miss Ashley. Okay, sounds good, honey. Just shoot me an Instagram and let me know you made it. Shoot me a DM. Okay, S. Marie. Oh, hey, TJ's here. Hey, baby. All right, Miss S. Marie. Okay. That's what Spirit has for you. That is a beautiful place to go. Hey, Jarrell. Janelle. Hey, Janelle, girl, you here. You fine. I only been on 50 minutes. I'll be on for a little bit longer. Saturn Rising Tarot is a budding, emerging, wonderful tarotist and intuitive. Please go subscribe to him. All right, Esmery, that's what I have for you, honey. Hey, Fran. Ooh, I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, girl. Hi, how are you? Yes, there you go, Esmery. Really tap in, girl. Let's do the thing. That's a beautiful, it's exciting to be there. It's exciting to be there. You guys, please, I've been great, Fran. You guys, please like, share, the videos here. Please share it. We're growing here. We're growing to, the next milestone we're growing to is 5,000 subscribers. So let's get this, and I can't get there without you guys. So let's all work together. All right, Esmery, I love it. Oh, it's so exciting. I teach manifestation school. Okay. Who's next? Fran, I closed on the house. Oh, you saw that on Facebook. Embrace them, and that's going to be that key between the two as well, right? Is your gifts really, I see the gifts, or the gifts start happening here, and then I believe them in the heart, and they just are. Okay. The Floyd, I like your energy, honey. I love your energy. Giggle, you want to put your question back in here, baby? Thank you so much, Saturn Rising Tarot. You love it too. Ooh, child. I can't with you. You're funny. You can if you wish to, Janelle. That's totally fine. Hey, Candy Corn. The list is still open, lovey. Okay. Is it possible? Giggle Glimmer. Is it possible to feel when someone is pulling on you energetically? Oh, most definitely. And possibly wanting to make, oh, honey, yes. If there's still the connection, even if there's not still the connection, yes, we'll get into that in a second. And if so, is there a way to detach from that? I'm not getting a bad feeling, just want to BS. So, I hope, Janelle, I did answer your question. You are not losing your mind. Let me tell you, Janelle, did I tell you yes? I hope I did. You could send it through Super Chat, or you can PayPal or Cash App, whatever is convenient for you. So when you have had a connection, and it doesn't have to only be romantic / sexual, it can be family, it can be friends, it can be co-workers, but if there has been some level of entanglement, and not all entanglement is bad, right? But if there's been some level of entanglement or attachment or whatever, then yes, you will most definitely feel when that person wants to make contact, if you're aware of it. I've known when my ex-husband is driven in front of my house and I haven't seen him. I knew that he was in town the other weekend at the bar. Didn't go up there, but I knew he was there. And then within an hour, I got some text message asking me some stupid question from somebody else. Now, how do you get rid of it? I guess my question is it making you uncomfortable? Because if it's invoking a feeling of fear of some kind or making you uncomfortable, then doing some cord cutting will help. So I no longer am attached cord-wise, energetically, to my ex. However, I do like the 911, the storm warning. You know what I'm saying? I like it when the tornado sirens go off. But the storm warning gives you, the tornado warning lets you know it's coming. So you do with it what you wish. Now, if it's something where you're concerned that you may, if you do interact with him, that you're not strong enough to stop yourself from reconnecting, then we need to talk about doing some cord cutting. Okay? That's what we need to talk about. All right? Yeah, and we can learn to close ourselves off. But again, I have it where it's under control because I don't have the cords, the attachments. So I like the fact that I know that he's coming around. I like that. Hey, son. Okay. It's hard to close it. It's not, it can be. It can be hard to close it when you haven't cut the cords and you haven't done the healing from the cord cutting, right? Healed that which in you that attached yourself to that other person. That's when it's difficult. But as you become self-partnered, it's quite easy to regulate who gets to come in your space. Yeah. So Giggle, get in touch with me, baby, and let's do some work, okay? I don't know if you're on Patreon or not, or if you want to go to the website and do something, but let's do that because that's a deeper discussion. Okay, Janelle is next. Good afternoon, Virgo 1981. Sun Layman. Yeah, time to book either. Well, you can book a Reiki session, or you can go on Patreon and then schedule a monthly. And guys, before I forget, I want to be sure you guys know about the lunar phase. Let me go all the way up to the top. I am doing moon phase. Oh, there it is. I'm doing lunar cycle and new moon readings. So basically, what I'm doing astrologically in an intuitive astrological fashion is I am looking at your chart, or if you only know your sun and your moon. But if you have your chart, I can run your natal chart and juxtapose it against the new moon transits, and then the full moon transits. So you can get the whole cycle for the moon cycle for the month for $30. And they're pre-recorded videos. I'll send them to you. You can watch them over and over again. The new moon phase helps us know what we should be focusing on as far as for manifestation, what we should be watching out for. But really, what are we supposed to be manifesting and working on this month? And then the full moon, right? We kind of build up in the new moon, and the full moon says, okay, now it's time to release, right? Release the energy, release things, release the manifestation, and allow it to come to its fullness, right, at the end of the month. And some other things to maybe watch out for and things to release at that point. So those are $30, and I'm only doing 10. I have 9 spots left. I just put it up yesterday. I already have a spot gone. So get those now, and then I'll be doing new moon only for $20. All right. All right, so Sun is going to go after Janelle. So let me get up here. You're so welcome, Giggle. Where's Janelle? Janelle, can you please give me your question, love? It's not too late to add. Thank you, son. Where's Miss Janelle? We're gonna give Janelle another moment because she paid, and then we may come back to you, Janelle. I know there's not much of a lag right now. There you are. About career. What should you be doing next? Janelle, do you mind giving me your sign, please? You're a Taurus sun. Okay, thank you. Ooh, Janelle. This is a tough time for you, isn't it? You have Uranus transiting your sun sign right now. And it's in retrograde. So you are just like everything seems to be like the apple cart seems to be upset for you. Right? Like what used to work and used to work well, all of a sudden is like, what? Okay, so we're gonna do career only, right? I'm not doing love right now. So we typically do one type of reading for the 11/11, to be fair to everybody. If you want something more in depth, you can actually go, if you want to subscribe to Patreon, you can do that, and get a monthly reading for me, or you can subscribe for $5 and get discounts on my regular prices. This Eight of Swords is really interesting for me. All right, we have good news coming towards you. Giggle, just go to the website down at the bottom of the screen. www.patreon.com/heartofinspiration. It's literally at the bottom of the screen. It's not clickable, but you can type it in. All right, here we go. Coming towards you, Janelle, 10 of Cups. So the good thing coming towards you is the storm does dissipate, right? It does calm down. All right. And you do get wish fulfillment. You have to look, but however, it's going to come to you in a new way. So this could be potentially a complete career change. I think you are, D. I think you are. This could be a potential career change. I would begin to start looking at how to take your current skill set and transmute it into another for instance, I was in sales, right? Sales, marketing, management, managing teams, yada yada yada. I got into insurance. I found that my sales management and sales skills translated very well into the insurance arena, right? And then now I manage external agents. So take the skill set you have and see how it can apply to what you're passionate about. Okay? That's going to pay you well. Don't worry about that. The problem we have right now is this Eight of Swords, this feeling of being trapped. But remember, with the Eight of Swords, yeah, it's a long storm. And I hate to, let me just break this to you, Janelle. I hate to tell you, but that Uranus transit ain't going nowhere anytime soon. It ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So we got to learn how to flow with it. We got to learn how to flow with it. Does anybody want to help D moderate tonight? And I think, Janelle, you may benefit from getting kind of a natal chart outlook reading from me. It should be up on the website. If it's not, just email me. It's not bad if you know how to flow with it. It's just change, which I know that as a earth sign you're not necessarily thrilled with. However, if all the earth signs can deal with change, you can deal with it the best. Eight of Swords, you're feeling trapped, but this Eight of Swords says, look at her. She's not really trapped, is she? Them swords ain't nowhere near her. She could just get up and walk. It's an illusion. All right? With the Hermit card, you may need to go back to school, or you may need to get some kind of a certification, or simply study other industries that and types of jobs that satisfy you. Or is it time for you to start your own that satisfies you? Okay? Because you got to remember and change your outlook to my cup is overflowing. Don't look at it as the cup is half empty. My cup is overflowing. Money circulates through me, around me. Do you see what I'm saying? I got it. Thank you, S. Marie. All right. Page of Cups. What could be an obstacle? Because this is all new. Oh, honey. Janelle. What could be an obstacle for you is you could have something come to you that's new and different and innovative, and it really feels deep down inside like it's so authentic to you doing, and it's so authentic for you. It's really what you want. But you're concerned it's not going to work, and you're concerned it's going to be toxic, and you're concerned it's not going to, right? You're like, blah, no, wait, nah. Right? That's right? So, this Seven of Swords I find very interesting. Because, hello, Sassy. Because the Seven of Swords typically is someone trying to lie, cheat, and steal. Right? But how this energy is going to help you is that you got to remind yourself that the feeling trapped and the concern here with this Eight of Swords, it's just an illusion. It's just my imagination running away with me, right? Well, it's just my imagination running away with me. That's all it is. It's not real, honey. You gotta trick yourself into thinking you know, understanding that it's not real and that you can do this, right? Yeah, with this Eight of Swords, take a front step. Take a step forward. You're going to get good communication from your support system. You'll get good communication from people that want to help. You'll get good communication from, you know what I mean? Like, you're just going to get good communication. Yes. So no, it's not that, right? All the shoulda, woulda, coulda is. You gotta remind yourself. You can do it. And you're going to have to find that inner strength, okay? Let me keep this moving here because I'm getting lengthy. The Judgment card, you're going to need your strength to find your life purpose. This is a life purpose time. I don't know how old you are, honey, but I'm feeling like this is the moment for you to really settle within yourself and say, what is I really want to do? What really feeds me? What really gets me going? And find some way to feed that part of you so you can begin to take steps towards moving into your life purpose. That's where we're at, and that's why it feels so crazy. And Uranus is all about innovation, imagination, like being new and exciting, and it's difficult because it's transiting your sun sign right now. I'd be really interested to see your natal chart. So go to Heart of Inspiration if you want a natal chart interpretation, and we can do that, okay? Hey, Giggle. Hey, welcome, Giggle, to Patreon. So yes, do the IT thing. I can see you doing that very much so. Very much so. And if that requires you to get some education, go for it. Do it. Go do it. Go do it. It is time. It's time. I say do it. Okay, Janelle? Thank you very much. And if you wish to get your natal chart, because I give intuitive natal chart interpretations, you can do that too. Guys, hold on one second. I just want to check my website really quick. I want to make sure this is up. I want to make sure the natal chart is up. Yeah. So the personalized natal chart interpretation is up. It's $19.95. And so if you ask me specific question, like for career, right, or for love, we'll do like a couple very specific things. So that's $20 on my website, okay, for the natal chart. Oh, you did? Thank you so much. Thank you, Giggle. Yeah, Giggle, like $10 a month, you can get like you can get a reading a month, and then or like a general or 2 questions, and then you'll get access to the lives. And then you get discounts on everything else. So it's a great deal. Oh, you did find out your time of birth? Great, we can do that. Okay, Janelle, does that help you? They will stay on Patreon. So they'll be published to Patreon, but they will be for Patreon patrons only. The patron only broadcast. Yeah, but we can help you weather the storm. I think a lot of times we just Sun is next. Sun Lehman is next. Sun Lehman is next. We can learn to use the energies to our benefit, and I think that's the problem, is that we typically only hear, oh my god, Uranus is transiting, and then we just lose our mind. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting up October's. I don't know what I'm doing for October. Anyway, do you guys want tarot, or do you guys want, like, I'm thinking of doing something astrological as well. Like, I don't know, like I kind of want to do like new moons for like the lunar cycles for like each sign. Anyway, all right, Sun, no problem. Sun, do you mind telling me your sun sign? Yeah, kind of horoscopy. It won't be till the evening, like 7 or 8 o'clock. Okay. Philsan? Okay, Philsan. And you're a Taurus. Ooh, my Taurus. My Taurians are in the house. Ooh, we got 2 6s. like that. We're going to start here and let's see where we go. So the energy cards, the energy oracle cards are journey. So that's kind of like the Six of Swords. Community, like the Three of Cups. And then the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, so your third eye chakra. And then the tarot, we have the Six of Cups, the Six of Crystals, and the Ace of Cups. This is what I'm seeing. I see you coming into great balance. Earthly wise, especially with the Six of Crystals, balance towards abundance. So money balanced, you're giving and getting, the circulation of love, honor, respect, money. The Six of Cups, this is coming from someone very close, familial or friendship relationships, coming into either repair or you're able to move them over, Filson. You're able to move that over. In other words, you're able to handle the friendships and the familial relationships in a healthy fashion where they're not really really causing a lot of issues and they're not taking so much from you. Hey, Sean. Where they're not taking so much from you. Okay, Giggle. Night, sweetie. You're coming into balance this way. It's not that you're dishonoring it, the relationship. If you are, Filson, do you have children? I apologize, one of my kitties. Hey, Naraya. Okay. Filson, I also hear an awakening towards your spirit family, your spirit guides, your ancestors. And I think that's part of this journey. That journey into the other dimensions, that journey into the world of where you hear and know in a real way your spirit guides and your angels and your ancestors, and them kind of coming around you to lift you up, to bring you into balance, to buoy you. This is the community that we're talking about here with the Six of Cups and the community card. So I see this as a journey into other dimensions, to connect through your awakening process, to connect to your spirit family. And what I mean by spirit family, I don't just mean soul tribe like here on earth, although I believe that as well. And I appreciate you being here because hopefully you'll become part of the tribe. Anybody that has not, subscribed, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the tribe. But this ability to tap in a real way so that the communication that comes from this, you're able through the crown to see it fully like a motion picture with your third eye. And then we get to this Ace of Cups, cup running over. This is the Star Child Tarot. This Ace of Cups, if you notice, has crystals inside the chalice, right? With the doves of peace and spirit above. So from sprouting up from this chalice of just pure love energy becomes crystal of comes the frequency of manifested wholeness, goodness, and realities. Okay? And don't be surprised if your third eye opening also gives you the opportunity to literally see spirits. If it hasn't already happened, I do see you having potentially a mediumship gift as well. And mediumship, not necessarily for those who've passed on, but that could be too. But mediumship is not just those who've passed on. Mediumship is also just spiritual entities as period, okay? That's what I see for you. And so don't be afraid to do the astral projection type going to the other in your meditative time. Just be sure when you do it that you've got time. So in your meditative time, and Virgo 1981, if you could get your question ready, if you didn't already give it to me, that would be wonderful. Don't be surprised if during your meditative time, if you allow yourself to, you will leave your body for a moment. Can you give me, Virgo? I have your sign. What is your ex's sign? Okay. Filson, don't be afraid to go. It feels different at first, but it's the most amazing sensation. It's the most amazing trip you'll ever take. Most amazing trip you'll ever take. Alright, Filson, that's what I have for you. I love it. So everybody, please do consider joining Patreon. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Do consider also going to my website for the lunar readings, okay? The lunar forecast. I just did a new moon video the other day, or just last night. We'll probably talk a little bit more about the new moon, but that's coming on the 28th. If you want to know your personalized forecast, what you should be looking to manifest, what you should be focusing on at the new moon, and then at the full moon, what you should be releasing according to your own personal chart, go there, order it for $29.95. I'll give you both. You just got to get me your date, time, and place of birth. And if you don't know that, your sun sign is fine. Okay, here we go, Virgo. He's a Sagittarius. How he feels about you deep down. How he's walking his walk in his external world. Outside influences you may not be aware of. Don't shoot the messenger. Intentions towards you, and let's get the outcome. Guys, you can 1111 get you to the front of the line. All right, Virgo. Page of Pentacles, honey. How he's feeling about you deep down. I'm getting a friend vibe. I'm not getting passion. He's a little bit confused. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to make sure I know what's going on here. Did y'all break up because of third party? Oof. He's confused. I'm feeling like there's a third party involved here somewhere. Where's my darn chalkboard? How can I get this? Allegedly. Allegedly. All right. Well, that ain't allegedly. I got a confirmation now. Okay, good. All right, clear that up. Yeah, he's super confused right now, and he's trying to figure out his truth with this Ace of Swords. How he's walking his walk externally. Six of Cups. Family man? Is there a child involved here? Ooh. Wow, he's trying to pretend like he missed the family man out in the thing. You're so welcome. Okay, love. You're welcome, Philson. Please come back, and please consider getting over to becoming a patron. That would be wonderful. I would love to have you. Wow. Mr. Man is walking around like he's just Mr. Faithful. He don't understand what's going on. You know, he done made a change. That's what he telling everybody. He done made a change. Hey, Quali. We usually say please on this channel. We usually say hello, how are you, and is the list open? And then say please. Okay? We don't walk in, we don't come into the room demanding. She's nice. Okay, Virgo. Hello, darling. Virgo. Child, he's walking around the town telling everybody he done changed. Okay, he's a changed man. Please? Alright, Ace of Cups. Things you may not know about. There's love in the air, child, somewhere. He's trying to hang out and wait to see what this other person is doing and what they're going to be like, and to see if he can find victory with that other person. His intentions towards you, he gonna tell you one way or the other. I'm just put this here. Allegedly. Okay, that's allegedly. Y'all done made me break the sign. Y'all, I ain't broke the sign out in a minute. Y'all done made me break the sign out, child. The chalkboard that came out. Okay, King of Swords. So at some point he gonna fess up the truth. He gonna try to put this all on you though with that Ten of Wands. Ooh, baby. What do you want me to do with this? He gonna try to put this all on you. Alchemore advice, baby. Your ship gonna come in somewhere else. You have other love coming towards you if you're willing to allow it. That's peaceful and truthful and a soulmate. He gonna try to make it happen, but I say walk it away. I say walk it away. Walk it. Walk on by. Right? Huh. I wish I knew the rest of the words to that song by Dion. That's a classic. Baby, you got to let him walk on by. I would not even seek to reconcile with this fool. That's my own interpretation, but I wouldn't seek to reconcile with this fool. I'm just saying. I don't mean no disrespect. I ain't trying to disrespect, but where's the Floyd at? He'd been here all night long, and now it's his turn, and now he ain't here. That's what I got for you, Miss Virgo. Okay, let's get these busted out quick. The list is now closed. Moderators, the list is closed unless somebody's doing 11:11. List is now closed unless they're paying 11:11. Because I don't want to be on here all night. Okay. Candy Corn, this is you. General Spirit Messages. You're welcome, Miss Virgo. Virgo 8/1981. Candy Corn, it's time for you to peek back into your Akashic Records, child. It's time for you to do some deep spiritual work, my friend. Deep spiritual work so that you can bring the sun out in your life next. And this Page of Wands, you're going to find inspiration from your past. It is time for you to seek those Akashic Records. It is time for you. It's going to be challenging because you're going to hear and see things from your Akashic Records from past lifetimes that you're going to be like, what in the good Lord am I? What? You know, is this the way I was? But it's going to answer for you why you're the way you are now. And it's going to show you the depth to which certain things, if there's been repeating cycles in your life, this tells you where, how, why, and you get the healing in your chakra. You can identify the chakra injury and then heal it. With the sun, this is only going to bring you brighter days. With serenity, it's only going to bring you peace and balance, and it's going to bring you Ace of Cups. Cup runneth over. This wellspring of love, this wellspring of this wonderful spiritual peace and tranquility. The Page of Wands, and it's also going to bring you grand inspiration. Hey, Angel. Ten of Swords. So the cycle of you, it's going to bring not only the inspiration, but the innovation, so that the cycle of ill things being spoken over you and you internalizing them will be over. With the Two of Crystals, and it brings your money and your spirit and love and everything into balance. Candy Corn, go to your Akashic Records, see where the injury has happened. Hey, Miss Tawanda, and then move forward from it. Okay, that's what you need to do in your meditative time. You're welcome. Yes, you may, Angel. If you pay it, then I will read you, love. Deanna, you're up next. You're welcome, Candy Corn. You can Cash App, Super Chat, or PayPal. Okay, Miss Deanna, you're ready. At this point, I'm not accepting any more free readings tonight, only 11:11. And then starting October, we'll do it next week, Tuesday, October the 1st. We'll start doing this on Patreon, a Patreon live only. So, Patreon for $5 a month, and then you can do this twice a month with me. Okay. I'm using the Star Child Tarot for those of you that wish to know. I don't have an Amazon link for that. However, those of you that are just joining or have been in here, these energy oracle cards, I do have an Amazon link for that down below in my description box. I'd love it if you're going to buy the cards. At least you would, choose that link and buy it through my affiliate link. And anything else, I have all of that listed down there. All right, what do we have for Deanna? Perspective. D, your perspective on everything is changing. It's still evolving. It's still transforming. It's still going through a metamorphosis. And while it seems like it can't change anymore, it is literally still changing. And it's evolving for a purpose and a plan. It's not evolving for no good reason, right? And it is a little uncomfortable. but it is absolutely positively necessary, and not just for you, but on a very big, much more global scale. Because the only way that you're going to affect the protection of those that you're supposed to, and the only way that you're going to be able to speak into the people's lives that you are supposed to, the leaders, the shepherds, the fathers, the mothers, is that your evolution has to continue in both directions. Deeper understanding of light and deeper understanding of shadow. Not working in the shadow, but understanding the depth of understanding of it, and understanding the perspective and the need for both, right? You already have that to a certain extent. However, Spirit is seeking to give you an even deeper understanding, and not take you down to those depths, but give you an understanding for a reason. The Two of Swords, it's up to you. This is completely your decision. You don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's always up to you. However, with the Queen of Cups, if you choose to go on the journey and choose to the perspective changing and really coming more into focus, understanding the duality. Like, I love this card because the duality is so apparent, right? They're absolute mirror twins. So if you choose to, that journey looks very much Queen of Cups. So you will always be in control, and you will always be able to say stop, or always be able to, you're walking into it with a regality that the majority doesn't get to have. And you're walking into it as a queen in the spirit, not a pauper, not a peasant, a queen in the spirit, because that's truly who you are. One that gets to command armies, as well as grant mercy. But you also, along with the Queen of Cups as your divine feminine energy, you also then will have access to, and in a greater way, the King of Swords energy. That divine masculine truth, that divine masculine justice, the divine masculine sword, right? Command the army, give the mercy. Command the army, give the mercy. Execute the truth, speak the truth in a way that no one can doubt, no one can dispute. And yet, speak it in a way that, with a love frequency and a smoothness, that the message is delivered, no matter how harsh it is. And the two, right? The spoken word plus the water to water the seed, then brings about manifestation. You have divine masculine and feminine within you. So this is a different perspective that you're gaining, a deeper perspective. That's the next step. But you get to choose. You don't have to. You do get to choose. Alright? Girl, that's what I have for you, child. We could be here all night with you. Alright? All night, child. All night long. I love it. I love it when you get those messages, baby. I absolutely love it. Because I'm glad it's not just me. I know I'm terrible. And thank you, Miss Deanna. Okay. Angel, I'm ready for you now. And then... Oh, okay, lovely, sweetie. We'll do Angel, then Sean, then Naraya. Yes, it is. Okay, Angel, are you with somebody? And yep, I need to know if you're with somebody. Are you dating them? What's the situation here? What's your sign, the other person's sign? Okay, guys, don't forget to go over to Patreon and subscribe over there. We're going to get together tomorrow night and talk about a myriad of things. I want to really talk about these planetary energies, how we can grab a hold of them, how we can use them. I want to talk about that in juxtaposition with Christianity and how we can really walk in this, basically this new spirituality, right? How do we walk in spirituality? A lot of us have come from Christianity, so we need to kind of understand how does this kind of translate together and how can we be using it. And then if you guys do want the lunar readings, the lunar cycle readings, forecasts, horoscopes, if you will, just go there. You can get a full month for $30. So your new moon, what you should be focusing on in your manifestation cycle, what you be focusing on manifesting, bringing in. Full moon, what you should be releasing, so the manifestation can come into fullness, and it's personalized. $30 for both. You cannot, and it's intuitive too. You can't beat it. You're both Libras. Oh, that should be real good. This is y'all season too. Oh, I like it for y'all. What? See, and now that I understand, now that I'm becoming an astrologer, honey, I want to see everybody's charts. Are you all living together yet? Okay. All right, sweetheart. You ready, Miss Angel? Miss Angel, Two of Swords. There's about to be a decision that y'all gonna have to make. I feel like somebody's going to be asking somebody, and it's passionate. Probably within the next couple months, maybe a little bit longer. This discussion about living, moving in together, moving on to the next step, the next level. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of, there's still very much excitement. The fact that you two came together is great, because I think that the two of you can truly understand one another. So one person is super passionate about this. The other person is like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not sure. Right? I ain't sure. And I think it's just like letting go of some past stuff. Five of Cups, overwhelmed with the emotions. This could be your partner. Let's see. I don't know who had the bad breakup. It's harder to distinguish when it's two Libras. Somebody had a bad breakup before, and it really shook them to their core. And so that's probably why there's a little unsurety about how fast to move this forward, because of that bad breakup and because they were rocked. So it's either a bad breakup, or it's like, if it's not their bad breakup, parental bad breakup, or I feel like it was intimate enough where it rocked their foundation, and they're just not sure about relationships, long-term relationships. But this is deep down. This isn't surfacey stuff. I'm seeing this deep down. But they want to continue, right? They want to continue. So both of you guys want to move this forward. And I believe you'll both, whichever party that is that had this bad breakup or has this skewed view of relationships, Angel, talk to me, baby. Whichever one of you it is that's got this deep down, like, about relationships, long-term relationships, you're going to find the courage, right, to get through it. I do see this becoming very Ten of Pentacles. However, I like it. Wish fulfillment and the Page of Wands. Ten of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Page of Wands. Yeah. I knew one of y'all was feeling that way. I knew one of y'all was feeling that way. Hey, Jeanette. That's why that could be an obstacle. Okay, your partner is already seeing where you fulfill his dreams, his wishes. He really likes you a lot. He's really falling in love with you. And don't let that scare you, Angel. He really is genuinely falling in love with you. He is probably going to ask you to move in or like figure out some kind of next step within the next couple of months. And it might be too soon for the move in. I'm not saying that makes sense, but I just know that he's going to want to progress it. You, on the other hand, are this Four of Pentacles, and that's an obstacle. Because if you're so withdrawn, right, and so close to the vest, right, you gotta believe that you have actually manifested the relationship that you deserve, Angel. I know, but you can't make sure but you'll see that as it goes forward. He will be a man of his word. He'll be a man of his word. I understand. I'm feeling nothing but truth, but you also have to believe that you deserve that kind of a relationship too. Otherwise, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Otherwise, his feelings turn out to not, or what happens is he walks away because he can't get that connection to you, and then your perception is, well, he wasn't telling the truth. When in actuality he was, it's just you pushed it away. Does that make sense? So this Six of Swords, this is the outcome or advice. My advice to you is leave the past in the past. Leave the past behind. Take with you what you need. Take with you the positive, take with you the uplifting, take with you the, hey, I'm not going to make that same mistake. I trust myself. I can read people. My intuition works. All of that. Gather up the strength of who you are and being self-partnered. You gotta. I say, and I don't know if you've been on my channel before, but I say this to people all the time. Listen, when you get off the plane of the last relationship, right? You deplane and you go get your luggage. Wash your clothes. You don't take the same dirty clothes on the next flight, right? You don't. You come home, you unpack your luggage, you wash your clothes. So you got to wash all that dirt and that toxins, and then you repack them up and refold them up all nice and neat and start all over again. Okay? So leave the past in the past. Just take with it what you need so you don't make that same mistake again, but don't hold it against the next one. I feel nothing but truth from him. I feel truth. He really likes you. He really, really, really likes you. He's falling in love with you and he didn't expect to. I'd like you to see it. I'd like for it to work. I feel good stuff from him. Unless you have reasons to believe that something I don't know about, I'm just sensing that. Sean, I'm almost ready. Just give me a second. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome, Miss Angel. Let me know, okay? Okay, Sean. What are Gemini's true feelings of you? Are you guys in a relationship? Or are you... I need to know if this is an ex situation or what's happening. Because sometimes y'all ask these questions So you're all dating? Hey, Miss Tiffany. You want to be in a relationship. Have you all even gone out on a date? Because the minute I get a 7 of Cups card, then there's a lot of confusion going on. So, okay, you have gone out on a date. All right, good. All right. Honey, sometimes you'd be surprised, Mr. Sean. Some people come out here and they are like, oh, how do they feel about me? And they haven't even gone out on a date. They haven't even asked them out. The person doesn't even know they exist. So I have to ask those questions. You get it all, honey. You get it all. All right. That's good. Oh. Who's the Leo? You're the... Oh. Okay. Knight of Wands. The Gemini likes you, digs you, thinks you're kind of, thinks you're cute. I'm concerned about that Ace of Pentacles, though, so I would be... I don't know... Ooh, there's a lot of Pentacle energy here. I would be... Thinks you're cute, could potentially only want sex, or could be a tad bit of a gold digger. I need you to watch out for that. And that, what am I allegedly saying? Allegedly. Allegedly. Okay. All right. That's why that dang on Ace of Pentacles popped out real fast. Right, but this is him. This is him. Sexual energy. And then all of a sudden here we got money right away. So I see sexy. I can't get that high. That, I ain't saying he's a gold digger, but he ain't messing with no, you broke. You see what I'm saying? All right. It literally, yes, it did. So listen, I ain't saying he a gold digger. Which card, sweetheart? I don't know what you're talking about. I moved my my tablecloth, D. 4 Cups. Think. You better think. Yeah, I moved my tablecloth. Think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think. Okay? Think, baby, think. Let's go back. Let's go way all the way back. Okay, listen now. Now I could go all in on this. You gotta think about this. Count your pentacles. You are not the only person they are kicking it with. You're not the only person on the dance card. Not that you all are committed, but you ain't the only person on the dance card. What's not true? Okay. Okay. You don't think there's anyone they're looking at? You don't think there's anyone that's possibility around? Possibly. All right, baby. Everybody, all right. Are you running 24/7, 365, sweetheart? Listen, I'm telling you what I'm hearing. Okay? So, that's that. As far as I'm seeing here, this is my thing. So you asked me what the true feelings were, and I'm telling you. So we can cut it short. Just don't be surprised if another person pops up. And don't be surprised if this is all about money for you. For him to you. What I told you, Sean, was this appears to be a sexually charged, looking for money, potentially a gold digger situation. I also said you have to examine things. Be sure you're not giving up all the coins and you're the only one putting something into this. And that potentially there's a third party. I would not be surprised if there is somebody waiting in the wings. Choice. You could believe it or not. I'm not mad. I'm simply telling you. I have had other people tell me that. No. There's no way. I am 99.999% right. I'm not angry, but when people ask me for what I see, I'm going to tell them what I see, whether you like it or not. And that's the unfortunate thing, right? So, in focusing on the cards, I have to tell you, Jesus. I'm not angry, Sean. But you're going to have to, basically, this is your situation. You're going to decide if you want to allow this ship to continue to come in or not. Because he's looking at you like his ship has come in with this Three of Wands and the Strength card, which is you. And he's going to offer up some love. But it's going to end right there in Three of Swords, heartbreak. So, that's what I see. And I don't like giving that information, but that's just what I see. It's very rare. It's very, 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 very rare that I'm wrong. Even when I see stuff I don't want to see. All right, Miss Tiffany, you want the general love reading? Miss Tiffany wanted a general love reading. And Naraya, are you still here, love? Let's give Tiffany a love reading. Hey, Nene. No, we are not only doing love readings tonight. No, we are not. We are not only doing. Girl, bye. No, I can't do it. Oh, Miss Tiffany, I think I just gave you a love reading recently, didn't I? I thought so. Honey, it hasn't really, nothing has changed. Nothing really has changed. You're in a good pattern right now. Nothing has changed. Everything is good. Everything is Gucci. I like it. See, this is the problem. What's going to happen? I like that pack, Nene. Is that now you're going to start causing confusion potentially, Tiffany, if we keep kind of meddling in the energies, not letting things play out. Nine of Wands. I don't see anything really bad with you guys right now. I think that there's some concern. Again. Okay, thanks, Jeanette. I think there's some concern. Honey, you just help him be patient with where he's at right now and how he's growing right now. Just help him be patient. Reassure him that everything is all right as far as you're concerned with him, right? Because he's still feeling trapped. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Janelle. He wants to come into. We're at the same place we were before, baby. He wants to come into balance. He wants to be your son, and he wants to do it quickly. But you gotta help him to have that patience, right? Outside influences. This Justice card. Sweetheart, make sure that he's not doing anything that could get him in trouble with the law. Okay? And if he is, he needs to be very careful. Now that has changed. I think I alluded to that the other night though. Or is he going through a divorce or something? Is he going through a divorce? I just see legal battle somehow. Some kind of legal battle. Okay. Okay, let me get one more card then. Okay, he's gonna have to make a decision. It's gonna be kind of like, do I keep battling out this money part of it, or do I just kind of give what I can and then keep it moving? He's gonna have to live his truth. And again, you're gonna have to help him understand he's doing okay. Like he's all right. Like you love him for him, right? Yeah. Oh boy, lots of swords. Live truth, speak truth, be truth. True to himself and his heart, not other people. So whatever it is what it is, right? Like if he wants to move forward with you, then he needs to go on and let that chapter close. And can't be afraid to tell you that he's probably getting a little jaded because he's having to work so hard through this divorce. So don't be surprised if he tells you, I need to kind of pull back a little bit, and make sure he understands that you're willing to, you've been here all this time, you're not going anywhere, right? Because I see some confusion, so be sure that you guys are really communicating where you're at emotionally. Because sometimes men, when they meet us and they get involved with us and we say this is what we want, they don't understand that our priorities change, or how a relationship looks to us changes and all that. They don't understand that, and help them understand that you're balanced and you're the way, you really got to dispel the confusion. Men, I'm telling you, we say one thing. That's what we got to be very, very careful with what we say, especially to a real man, to a man, right? To a man, period. Because somebody that's really walking in their divine masculine, because they'll be like, oh, this is what she said, and that's set in stone. You could submit questions, Janelle, and I'm still finishing up the September reads. Yeah, so instead of the reading, talk. More talky, less ready. More talky, less reading. Because he needs to comprehend, I'm getting from him, this whole divorce thing has really affected him a lot more than what he anticipated as far as a relationship is concerned. And he might not even realize it right now. He won't realize it until the divorce is final. So he needs to understand that you're there, you're supportive, you're cool, everything's fine. And if your outlook on what a committed relationship looks like right now has changed, you need to talk to him about that, right? And be very supportive. Okay? You really do. So that you can like calm his fears down. That's I'm telling you, a huge part of the problem. And it is a confusing time for him, so don't expect that he's really going to know everything, how he's feeling. He doesn't. Because he thought it was going to be one way, and it's showing the heck ain't turned out that way. Nene, thank you, sweetie. You're so sweet. All right, Miss Tiffany. All right, Miss Jeanette. Jeanette went on a date. You're welcome, Miss Tiffany. Okay, Miss Jeanette, what's your question? What do you see for you? Oh, it wasn't a date? Okay. All right. Is Naraya still here? Oh, so it was a group date. Oh, I just saw that little fairy go past me. You know I gotta give you stuff. Okay, honey, this is what I see for you. Because you're a Virgo, aren't you, Miss Jeanette? This is what I see for you. These two cards together say there's about to be a blossoming friendship. Blossoming friendship. Of course, you're going to be the Knight of Pentacles and keep walking careful. But Mr. Water Sign ain't going nowhere. He's able to be there for you. Okay, well, it's going to get deeper. It's a deeper friendship. So it's going to get deeper. And he's really going to be there for you in some fantastic ways. I like it. It's going to help enable you to be Eight of Cups, being able to walk away from some feelings confidently and feeling good about yourself, feeling good about the direction that you're moving in energetically. And as you do that, the wheel keeps turning, right? The wheel of fortune keeps turning in your favor. Changes keep happening, and they happen in your favor. I love that. Oh, now we have some more deliveries of feelings. Reasons, the reasons that we're here. Oh, that Earth, Wind, and Fire song just popped in my head. Y'all go listen to that. Go listen to the elements. Earth, Wind, and Fire reasons. Okay. As you divorce yourself more and more so energetically, and as you become more and more self-partnered, and as you're willing to let go of old ways of thinking that you are somehow responsible, because there's a level of I have an obligation, but then the obligation at some point does stop. The obligatory situation does stop at some point. And especially if it's not being appreciated, it stops a lot quicker. So as you transform that way and kind of keep becoming more and more self-partnered, and as the wheel keeps turning in your favor and things just start to work, here we come with the delivery of even more a communication of love and admiration and partnership with that Three of Pentacles. And that brings even more abundance, right? Abundance in every area, Ace of Pentacles, of your life. It will be a little bit overwhelming with the Five of Cups, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Oh, and it will be a little bit of devilish fun, darling. It'll be a little addicting. I'm all for that. But anyway, with the Hermit card, you're going to finally, you, Miss Virgo, are going to finally see that your ship is coming in. Yes, there's going to be some conflict, but because of the obligation, the feeling of obligation, as opposed to the feeling of, do I go for what's really going to satisfy me? But at the end of that, you find peace, which is what you deserve. It's going to be a very interesting end of the year for you, my darling. Very interesting end of 2019. All right. Well, unless we can find Miss Naraya. There you have it, Miss Jeanette. You're welcome. So she's in the room. Hopefully she sees her name. Otherwise I'm closing up shop. So you guys, whoever's left here, please know that you can go and get your readings for the full moon and the new moon and the full moon, so the full lunar cycle for $29.95 on my website. Here's the link. As well as natal chart readings. And then if you wish to join Patreon, please go to patreon.com/Heart of Inspiration. And we're going to be doing a Patreon only live tomorrow, and then we'll do these nights twice a month over on Patreon. All right. Is Nicholas regretting his reply to my I miss you? Guys. All this spying. No, he's not. I can honestly tell you he's not. And I'm not being funny. He ain't regretting it at all. He's still in his feelings. He's not regretting what he said. Okay? But but Gemini's minds go. He's not regretting it. Naraya, let me tell you something. I am also an intuitive. I don't have to pull cards. So if I'm feeling something, I'm going to tell it to you that way. Right? If I'm feeling something, I'm going to tell you to you that way, because I didn't start out using cards and I don't need cards. These cards don't have power. It's the intuitive connection, right? It's the intuitive capabilities. So what he wants from your connection, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. That's exactly why I'm going to Patreon. All right. gonna pull out the Game of Thrones cards. And let's see what the Gemini would like. Yes, D. I pulled out the Game of Thrones cards. I really like the weight of these cards, by the way, too. Ooh. We'll acknowledge temperance. I know you do, Tawanda. I know you do. We'll acknowledge temperance sideways. He's not going to wait a very long time for this whole thing to manifest itself. Now is he? Seven of Cups in the reverse. The Hermit card and the Moon card in reverse. There's a level of impatience. High Priestess in reverse. And Six of Spears upright. Interesting. So, there's a level of confusion here. Deep confusion. Let's see if there's multiple people at play. He's being a little bit reckless by the mouth as well. So he's not used to being settled down. He's not used to being tamed. He's not used to being like, right? Not that he doesn't want it, but it's just he's not used to it. And he's a tad bit reckless. That does not change. With the Knight of Spears as well, there's passion there. However, again, it's very fleeting. Very fleeting. The Hermit, you're trying to study him. You're not quite sure if there's going to be a Ace of Coins, a really full-fledged manifestation. And really, you are internally very heartbroken at this moment. So this is what I'm seeing here, which is very similar to what I just said a few minutes ago. Didn't need the cards to tell you. Is that he's coming out of, so there's deep confusion and then there's like less confusion, right? Because he's being reckless by the mouth. Geminis are going to be reckless. They're going brrr, and right now, if you go back and watch my new moon video that I just did, the energies coming in are making all relationships difficult because there is massive change happening right now, and it's making it hard to work together in some cases. With the Moon, the High Priestess in reverse, along with the Six of Spears in the upright, this is what I'm saying. There's some deep secrets you are probably never going to know, and I think he's trying to swerve. He doesn't know how to talk. Right, you're right. He doesn't. And so, most likely, he's losing patience, too, with this Temperance card. And Six of Cups, I don't see right now that there's a way out until you guys are really ready to admit to what has occurred. Until you are very ready to... Moonlight, it's 11:11 if you still wish for a reading tonight. Otherwise, I'm closing up shop here. I think I don't know if you guys can come back together, is what I'm saying. There's some deep secrets I don't think he wants to admit. And I think there's some deep secrets you may or may not want to admit about yourselves. So until you're ready to admit that to yourselves and get your own internal healing, you can't come together because you're two wounded people that are going to continue to wound each other. And unless that there's children involved here or something like that, a Gemini typically is not just going to stick in it. And that's not a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's until they feel like they're no longer, the injustice has been rectified or time served or whatever, how they've felt they've been injured, it's very difficult to come together. So conversation right now with where Uranus is right now, quincunxing the sun, the moon, and kind of by default quincunxing Mercury and Venus. It's difficult. Okay. All right. That's what I got. It doesn't change from the initial intuitive reading. Guys, you have to understand, if you put more faith in cards and the spiritual gift, you're putting your faith in the wrong spot. Quite frankly. And that's kind of why I'm going to be moving this over to Patreon. Where are we at? Moonlight Lovey, are you getting a reading tonight? Because otherwise I'm closing it up. Alright, I'm closing up shop, y'all. If Moonlight wants a reading, we'll have to jump back on another time. Let me see. I've got an appointment. So probably about 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern tomorrow night. Okay? That's what we gonna do. All right. No problem. Thank you guys. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all the new Patreon patrons. I appreciate you. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow night over there. I'll be getting some more Patreon readings out, if not tonight, tomorrow. And then please don't forget, we also have those lunar readings. I only am having 10 spots open. I've got 1 taken already, so we have 9 left, and we're going to go with it from there. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.